We're delighted to announce that it's the fourth consecutive year of growth where we've achieved sales approaching €10 billion of exports of food and drink in 2013. These figures reflect a resilience in the Irish food and drink industry, and it shows the level of ambition, it shows the ability of the Irish food and drink industry to realise that ambition.
Well, first of all, this is a continuing good news story, despite the fact that we had a lot of challenges last year in the food sector, and indeed in the last 4 years we've seen the Irish economy have real difficulties. We're seeing the agri-food and drinks sector continuing to grow and expand. This is a sector that grows on the basis of exports. So we are, by and large, 85% of everything we produce in terms of food and drink has to find a consumer and a buyer outside of Ireland. Our biggest market is the UK, our second biggest market is the rest of Europe, and a really exciting growing market now is the rest of the world. And all of these markets are growing. Consumers want what we produce in Ireland, both within the European Union and outside it, because we produce top quality, safe, tasty, sustainable food and drink. And we will continue to do that. And I think the great success really is that we have seen increases in volumes, but actually more importantly, we've seen significant increases in added value. So the Irish food and drinks industry has managed to move itself from being a commodity trader, if you like, to being a premium product provider, which means that we're getting more for our foodstuff, which is good news for farmers because that means they're getting more price, or an increased price for their produce, but it's also very good news for the many, many companies across the country who are processing, who are adding value, who are preparing and packaging and marketing food, and who are finding markets all over the world.
Food and drink industry is a particularly important part of the Irish economy. It has performed very impressively over the last 4 years during a period of severe downturn in the economy. Over the last 12 months, our exports from the food and drink industry have grown significantly by 9% at a time when all other merchandise exports have actually fallen back. So again, I think we have to bear in mind just how strong the food and drink industry is in terms of its current contribution to the Irish economy at a particularly important time of its development.